everybody, and welcome to this week's Sunbelt Conference Football Coaches Media Teleconference. We are going to get started this morning. As a reminder, this call is being recorded. We're now joined with Scott Satterfield. If you have a question for Coach Satterfield, please dial *1 on your phone at this time. Again, *1 to get in the queue to ask questions of Coach Satterfield. Coach, while we're waiting for questions, would you mind starting us off with a opening statement?
Yeah, had a tough game last week. Last Thursday, get down in Statesboro. I thought it was a great crowd, great atmosphere. I thought we obviously came out very, very flat in the first quarter and got down early, 17-0. I thought obviously they had a lot to do with that. We offensively went 3 and out for 3 straight series, and then they ended up getting up on us. Then I thought our kids settled down a little bit. Second quarter, played a lot better, got back into the game. I thought the pivotal point was the third quarter. We came out at halftime. We drove the ball down the field and came away with no points. Then we block a punt, and we don't get any points at the end. So those 2 possessions in the third quarter, I thought if we scored there, then now it's a ball game. And then in the fourth quarter, they just kind of ran the clock out on us. But, I thought you just got to get off to a better start. We're going to be able to compete in the conference. I thought Georgia Southern has a fine football team, and now we're looking forward to playing back at home now in front of our fans. We've been on the road 3 out of the first 4 weeks, but I'm looking forward to this weekend.
Thank you, Coach. Our first questions come from Winston-Salem. Caller, please identify yourself and go ahead.
Hey, Scott, this is Tommy Bowman. How you doing?
Hey, good, Tommy. How you doing?
It's fine, thanks. What's the focal point this week? What are you working on, and what kind of things can you obviously slow starts and red zone struggles, but what specifics can you work on? What are you doing this week?
Well, we got to get, one thing we talked about, we got to get great looks out of our scout team this week. We're playing a very, very solid team, a team with 32 seniors, very senior laden with a lot of experience, and so we got to get great looks out of them, out of our guys. We got to just get better at what we do. Offensively, we're starting out slow. And not really doing much in the first quarter, and same with defense. I mean, we're 2 games in a row where the team is taking the ball and going down and score touchdowns. We got to do a better job of getting out there and being ready to go. In practice, you try to maybe start practice differently as you start off, doing some things different. But it comes back to fundamentals for us and limited mistakes, and that's the difference in the red zone for us. We've had some penalties down in there, and then we got to be able to make plays when plays are presented and we're not doing. We got to really pinpoint what we want to do there and really emphasize it in practice and get good at it.
Right. South Alabama, do they do anything different than you normally see, or anything specific to them that they have to prepare for?
Well, I think one thing that stands off, their defense is really, really solid. I think they got 8 seniors that start on defense and been around a lot of years and have a lot of experience. They're going to put pressure on you. They're playing man coverage. That's basically what we've seen the first 4 games. So we should be ready for that. They have a really good D-line. And then I think offensively, they've got a really good quarterback. He's big, can run, got a big arm. They've done some nice things what they do offensively as well. So we got to be able to get off the field there and get their offense off the field. But we got to be able to score points. I mean, it's going to be a great challenge for our offense to be able to move the ball with this defense. They're very solid.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you. Tommy, next questions come from Boone, North Carolina. Caller, please identify yourself and go ahead.
Hey, Coach. This is Steve Fairwood.
Hey, Steve.
You kind of touched on a little bit the slow starts. Is there anything tangible that you can do in practice or anything? I know I'm just trying to figure out how you would practice that.
Well, I mean, there's a couple of things you can do at the beginning of practice. We've done it in the past at some points, which we're probably going to get back going with it, is just start off practice after you get loose and warmed up. I mean, you jump right into a scrimmage-type situation to where, you put the ball down and you start playing offense, defense, football, 1s versus 1s, just to try to kickstart them to know that you don't have any time to mess around. You got to get ready to go right now. And I think some of it has to do with their opponents that we've played there. They've just done well. I mean, to start off with, I mean, our offense is a rhythm offense, and so we didn't get anything going, and that hurts. Once we get going, I mean, then we're able to move the football. And I think we just got to find a couple plays where we can get first downs initially, and that'll really help us, I think.
I think one thing we kind of didn't address too much after the game was the running game. I think it was only 74 total yards or something like that. And just any thoughts on that?
Yeah, we got to get back to that. I mean, the problem with that last Thursday was, we go 3 and out, the first 3 possessions, and we get down 17-0. So at that point, you're like, let's get back in this. And so we started throwing a lot more than what we'd like to do. We'd like to stay in our game plan, and probably, as you look back on it, once we got it to 24-14 at halftime, we come back out in the third quarter, probably should have went back to more of the running game. And once we got back into the game, because we got one of our best players, Marcus Cox, and we got to be able to get into football, and we didn't do that, and we got to be able to do that. We lean our hat on him.
Despite all the, of course, we talked about everything that went wrong on Thursday.
Yeah.
You still are in a position to win the game. If you convert the fourth down, if you score from the red zone a couple times, you're right back in it. So
that's right.
Be somewhat encouraged with that.
Yeah, well, the fact that we got down 17-0 and we were able to come back and make it 24-14 at halftime, we felt good about the situation at halftime, and we were getting the ball back. And then we took the ball, we were right down the field. You get down to inside the 15 and 4th down and 3, and we come up a little short there on the 4th down, but still not discouraged because we block a punt, and then we get it right back down there. And I think we missed a touchdown pass to Montez in the corner of the end zone there. We probably should have hit that. You get one of those or 2 of those right there, and now it's a ball game, and then the whole game is going to be different. They're going to call it different on their side. Obviously, we'll call it different. We didn't do it, and we got to be able to make those plays to be in the game. But I think Georgia Southern's got a fine football team, and they're playing really good right now.
I had a chance to kind of watch South Alabama play Idaho the other night. They seem very explosive. They seem like they can hit the home run.
Yeah.
When they need to.
Yeah, well, I think they're a solid football team. Last year we're 6-6, and they got 32 seniors this year. I mean, they're extremely well. Nothing's going to rattle them. They're an experienced group. I think they're really, really good on defense, and I think that quarterback is a special type guy. He could really be good. I mean, he can run, throw, big kid, and they got some skilled players as well. So I think they're a very, very solid football team. And we're going to have to play our best in order to try to win.
Do you kind of keep a bug in the ear those kids that you've not beaten the FBS team as they've been FBS since Michigan, and that this is the first FBS team, I think, to ever visit Kid Brewer Stadium?
Yeah. Well, really and truly, we haven't really talked any much about that. I mean, we're just trying to do the best we can within our team, and I think we're going to get some wins. I mean, but win is a big question. We just got to go play well and eliminate mistakes, and they'll come. So I don't really focus on, an FBS or that kind of thing. Obviously, that's the conference we're in now, so for us, we're just competing for this conference.
Good enough. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you, and thank you, Coach. That's all the time we have for you today. We do appreciate it. Thank you. If everyone would stand by, we'll have Willie Fritz of Georgia Southern on shortly. Please stand by.